Oh, hey, what are you doing up there? Oh, well, they won't know what hit them. Okay, now that you've seen the abridged version, you want to know the details, right? Right? Please don't. Most of you watching aren't subscribed. Consider supporting my growth by sharing the video, or subscribing. Both are a great way to help me make this more than a hobby. I also have a Discord. Consider joining to interact with me in the community. Sorry about that. Back to the video. Assuming you're still here, let's start our run. The Asylum Demon drops in, and half of its health is gone, making for an easy first boss. We continue forward, and progress to Firelink. We continue to kill enemies and progress, and it works out. But oh, our durability is already pretty low. The Undead Merchant is one of 2 NPCs that sells repair powder, thankfully, and we spend our souls on the beginning of our repair powder addiction. So, the Obsidian greatsword has 350 durability, and each heavy attack does 50 durability, resulting in 5 swings before our weapon breaks. On top of this, the repair powder only repairs 100 durability, giving us a 2 swings to 500 souls ratio. This run is going to be soul hungry for the first while. Fortunately for us, we do quite a bit of damage, especially to the early bosses, and even though we can't recover, they don't one-shot us quite yet. We hit the Taurus demon 2 more times, and claim a first try victory. We start to fumble around in the menu, and I can't exit the menu. Why can't I do anything? What? Can I make it to the bonfire? I guess not. Well, that's a small hurdle. And we unlock the ladder shortcut here, buy some more repair powder, and make it past the Drake. Next up, in the room with the boar, we outspeed the Hollow Warrior trying to make us take a detour. And we also use Alluring Skulls to take out the boar. We then grab a Firekeeper soul, and head back to Firelink to reinforce our flask. Our next order of business comes after the annoying Hollow Room, which is annoying simply because some fuckers won't move out of the way. If you couldn't tell, it's the gargoyles. It's always the gargoyles. The good news is that our damage is crazy. We 3-shot both of the gargoyles, and that lets us ring our first spell of awakening. Hi Lautrec. By Lautrec, with the Ring of Favor and Protection, we can now fast roll after taking some of our armor off. The very next thing we do is go to Blighttown early. We decide, for a run like this, we're gonna need a good Estus Flask. So we drop in, and die getting our second Firekeeper soul. Next up is Quelaag. And even with ample opportunity, we miss our first swing. We can find opportunities that are ampler. We can find hit opportunities. Whatever. Quelaag's Sword Thrust gives us quite a bit of time to land an attack. And yeah, other than some repair powder use, it's a pretty easy fight. With that, the second Bell of Awakening is rung, and Sen's Fortress is opened. We say hi to Frampt, and feed him everything for some souls, which means more repair powder. And we go to Lower Undeadburg, really late. We run past everyone though, and are not excited for this fight. Slower weapons already struggle against the quick dogs they put in this fight, and so we run up to the corner, and just attack, hoping for the right timing to kill something. And it turns out we got lucky and killed both dogs. We 3-shot the Capra Demon for the win, and then head to Sen's Fortress. Nope, we're dying in Blight Town for some reason. Oh, we're getting dragon scales. There's 3 in Ash Lake. And we have to spend forever in the Valley of Drakes. And these drakes take forever to kill.
90. Ah, spaghetti.
After hours, we get our last dragon scale, but it's off the map. I'm cheating, I don't care. And with that, we have our +5 sword, and can finally head to Sen's, where we cheese as many people as possible. We head up to the Firebomb Giant, and get trapped, but I'm not trapped in here with him. He's trapped in here with me. Never mind, I ran away. The Iron Golem is finally up, and we stun him with 1 hit, which easily seals his fate, even if I forget to knock him off the edge. Here, you'll never guess what we do with these souls. Guess. Okay, I bought more repair powder, and now we're at 99, finally enabling us to level up with most our souls. And the thing with level ups is that there's no scaling for our sword, so we can level vitality and endurance all we want, for more health and stamina. We run past the Painting Guardians in the rafters, and break Gwendolyn's arena open early. And while Gwendolyn does the game dev's work for them, we make our way towards the boss. And when we finally make it, that's some pretty good damage. Although it takes forever, we do hit him a couple more times for the win. We progress through Anor Londo, baiting the Silver Knights off the rafters. We have a shortcut to do, and then we make it to Ornstein and Smough. Okay, here we go. The first thing to worry about is whether Ornstein is going to play nice with his charge or not. This time, he's trying to trick me, but I'm always on the lookout for it. Next, we have to find a spot in the rhythm of the fight where we can attack. There are many opportunities that look good, but are just too short. And any mistake leads to our health draining a lot. Sometimes, there is enough time, but both bosses are smart enough to jump away. So, what do? The solution I found is to intentionally take damage in order to dish some damage out. Damage is lacking. Whoa, okay, maybe that's good. I don't know why his health drops twice though. A lot of this fight is just running around. Sometimes just trying not to die. Other times, it's waiting for the perfect opportunity. And we're granted one just in time for me to have finished that sentence. We get greedy and successfully kill Ornstein, leading to Smough's powered up phase 2, which quickly shows us that our strategy is outdated. Instead, we just wait for a certain attack, because Smough is rather slow on his own. Even when he's charging at us, he's not that much of a threat, and that's all it takes for a first try victory. We grab the Lord Vessel, place it, and start our grave robbing career. Oh no, they saw us. Well, no witnesses, am I right? Next, we offer our humanity to the Daughter of Chaos, use it to unlock the Lost Izalith shortcut, and make it to the Bed of Chaos. We're able to roll into one side of this boss, collapsing the floor, which, let's say, doesn't go that well. We hit the second side, and kill our first Lord Soul boss. The very next thing we do is go to the catacombs. We rush through, jumping onto stairs, and making it to Vamos, where we push it to Pinwheel. And we two-shot him. As for the mask, we've played enough Dark Souls 1 to stumble through the Tomb of the Giants easily. We take a shortcut in the Pinwheel room, and bear the fall damage into Nito's arena. While Nito's skeletons are annoying, they're no match for Nito himself, and he helps turn the fight into a 1v1, although we do some of the work too. While AoEs are annoying, they're just a time waster. And we get some hits in for an easy win. Now, it's time to kill the Hydra. And honestly, this guy was all guesswork. We swing here, swing there, and kill him. We also free Dusk for later. Now is the time to head to the Duke's Archives. We kill a couple boars with some well-timed hits, and get our broken pendant. We die to Seath on purpose. Wait, I just died on entry? And then escape his prison. We do the most advanced attack you've ever seen on this guy, and we make it to Seath. Wait, that's not the boss. And we make it to Seath. Seath is harder than usual for one reason. Since we take so long to attack, his AoE is more threatening than usual. But it's not too big of an issue, and we take him out all the same. Next is the Crest of Artorias, then Sif. Sif is pretty quick, but she's not tanky, and we're able to get hits in. And as I hope you know by now, damage is kind of required to kill a boss. Our last Lord Soul lies in Anor Londo, but to get to that, we have to face this ladder. This ladder destroys us, until we quit out to reset enemy positions. Then, it functions like a normal ladder. We get to the key to the seal, get absolutely bodied, and endure this really loud cutscene. And now, we can face the Four Kings. This boss is a race against time. And this race is going to be a close one. One king seems to go down in about 4 hits, which is a small amount, but also takes a while. We take our first king out, and oh, there's the second one. The second king, however, is unable to hold up, and cracks under the pressure of our attacks, killing this king in record time. The same thing happens to a third, and a fourth, ending this boss. The only path forward is the DLC, which I'm actually doing this time. Well, that's what I would say, but to do the DLC, we have to kill the Sanctuary Guardian. The Sanctuary Guardian is so fast no matter where you stand relative to it. To get a hit off, we have to get an amazing read on this boss, and that's a pretty hard thing to do. We try to, though. And after 2 final hits, we beat the Sanctuary Guardian. One cool thing, Elizabeth sells repair powder for cheap. That, and she sells the repair sorcery. But it requires a lot more intelligence than we have. The actual gameplay of this DLC, other than the bosses, is really boring. It's just a whole lot of running. But hey, maybe Artorias is different. Artorias has plenty attacks with a lot of end lag, and our damage isn't the worst possible thing. But the issue is how persistent he is, never really letting up on attacks. We can't run away, otherwise he can buff, which we can just barely stop if we're ready. What's really annoying is that sometimes he just buffs anyway, for no particular reason. But by the time he buffed here, he was already dead. The next area is really easy to run through, and we even skip the Chained Prisoner. And with that, we kindle our last bonfire to 20. And take on Manus. With this specific weapon, Manus is just the Sanctuary Guardian but easier. We can get hits in, and Manus is just passive enough to let us recuperate at any time. And so this fight isn't bad, leading to an easy first try. And with that, the path to Gwyn is open. The strategy for Gwyn is just one word. Parry. Well, you're not supposed to get hit. We'll parry him, two-hand our weapon, and swing. We also parry whenever we need to heal. With more parries, we take out Gwyn really easily. And with that, we let the flame die.